They say no child can carry a river, but one boy did. In the forgotten lands of East Africa, where the earth cracked with thirst and the skies turned their faces away, there lived a small boy named Jabari. He was only 10, skinny as a twig, but his heart? His heart was larger than mountains, deeper than wells, and stronger than the winds that swept his tiny village, Kijiji. For nearly a year, the rains had not come. The rivers had vanished, the animals had left. And the people? They whispered of packing their lives and leaving behind the only home they ever knew. But Jabari, he only wanted one thing: to save his mother. She was sick. Her lips were dry. Her hands trembled like dying leaves. The healer had said, "She needs clean water, child, or she won't see another moon." Jabari looked into his mother's eyes. She still smiled at him, even in pain. That smile, that was his reason. He asked the elders for help. He begged the strong men. He pleaded with neighbors, but all they did was shake their heads and pat his shoulder. "You're just a child," they said. "You can't carry water across the dry lands. It's too far, too hard, too dangerous." But Jabari didn't listen. He looked up at the burning sky and whispered, "I may be small, but I will carry the river if I must." With scraps of old wood and broken wheels, he built a tiny cart. He placed an empty clay pot on it, kissed his mother's forehead, and began to walk. One step, then another, then more. The journey was cruel. He battled heat that burned his skin, winds that slapped his face, hunger that bent his back, and loneliness that tried to break him. He was chased by a wild jackal and tricked by strangers. He fell. He bled. He cried. But still, he walked. After 3 days, Jabari stumbled upon a hidden spring, a place whispered of in village legends. Beside it sat an old man with no eyes but a smile like sunrise. "Who are you?" Jabari asked, voice cracking. "A guardian," the old man replied. "This water is not for everyone. I need it for my mother. Please." The old man touched the boy's chest and said, "Only the pure of heart can carry this water. If your love is true, it will reach home. But if there is doubt, it will vanish before the first sip." Jabari nodded. He filled his clay pot, tied it tightly, and turned back toward the dry horizon. The return was even harder. Villagers mocked him. "There's nothing in that pot but hope." Thieves tried to take it. A wheel broke, and finally, the cart collapsed. But Jabari, he lifted the pot in his arms and walked, step after painful step, his arms shaking, legs wobbling. He entered his village and reached his home. He crawled to his mother's bedside and gently tilted the pot. Only a single drop remained. She drank it, and she smiled. Then she opened her eyes. That smile returned. Suddenly, the ground beneath them rumbled. A small spring burst through the floor of their hut. Water began to flow. Villagers rushed in, stunned. The old blind man stood at the doorway. He smiled once more and vanished like mist. Not because of rain, not because of strength, but because one boy believed. They say no child can carry a river, but Jabari did. Because when love is true, even the impossible becomes real. Millions of children walk for miles every day just to bring water to those they love. Be like Jabari. Carry hope. Donate now. Share this story. Support clean water.